Well, another month and another new face on the garden. We are in the last third of November. In fact, we are but 2 days away from Thanksgiving, so it's really November-y around here. And the garden shows it. If you look around, you can see with a few notable exceptions, the garden beds are pretty much vacant. And not only that, they are under a nice layer of leaf and hay mulch. And Jessie is, I'm trying to show off Jessie's scarfie, but she's under a chair now, so I don't think I'm gonna, but we'll go find Frankie. Anyway, on our way to finding Frankie, of course, we will take a quick stop at chives, because in between the grass and the leaves, those are actually chives still coming in, which is always fun. Now, over to Franklin, who's looking for rodents. Let me see if I can, this is, some things are important, and one of the some things that's important is what scarfies we're wearing this month. And oh, he's after something. And I don't know if you can see him very well, but on his scarfie are turkeys, of course. How predictable. But anyway, it's a tradition. And that brings us to bed 1. And as I said, a nice leaf mulch covering. In bed 2, we're doing hay mulch. And the notable exceptions in bed 2 are still the artichokes, which, even though we've had frosts and freezes, I don't know, they still look pretty good to me. So we've got a nice layer of hay around them, and maybe we'll get some activity out of them next year. And these fine looking specimens are romaine lettuce, part of the fall garden, which this entire bed is. They are looking quite well and due to be pulled, some of them. This is a row of cauliflower, a cheddar cheese, or yellowish cauliflower, but I don't see any activity as far as heads go, so we might not see much out of them. However, you can see some little broccolis certainly coming in down here all over the place. And as long as these guys manage to survive, a few more weeks, we'll get good broccoli heads out of that. And we do have one cabbage head that's just looking fine and could be pulled at any time. And speaking of nice looking heads, look at this guy. Yes, that's a broccoli. That's the one I think I showed you last month. But you can see the size of it. It's huge, and I'll be harvesting that tonight. And then beyond the broccoli, look at what we got. Can you see that? Yes, cauliflower. Now that's a small head. That's about the size of my fist, maybe a little smaller. But again, if these guys can manage to hang on for a few more weeks, we're going to get a few cauliflowers. I think there's even a little one buried down in here, but I won't dig for that. And we got spinach, which is still looking okay, and green. And look at this, a pea. Yes, we have a few of them. Very few peas. Wasn't a fantastic endeavor, and they're not faring quite as well in the cold weather, but they are there. They are harvestable and edible. And comes Frankie, checking on us, checking on rodents and other vermin, as is his job. This is bed number 4, and a nice leaf mulch down. Same with bed number 5. Same with bed number 6, except, what's this I see? Well, there are a few little beets. The ones I didn't pull because they weren't big enough. That one's almost big enough. But so far the cold weather hasn't hurt them, so I'm leaving them there to see if they, in fact, do manage to grow a little bit bigger anyway before I pull them. And that's about it. I've got some aerial footage. The pumpkin patch. I guess I could show you that too. What was the pumpkin patch this year? Nice layer of leaf mulch down on that guy as well, and probably next year that's going to be corn again. Just have better luck with corn than pumpkins. So anyway, got some flyover footage. One thing I've never mentioned, I don't think, in the gardening, by the way, as you're probably watching some flyover footage, is we have a number of wild crabapple trees on the property, and every so often in the fall we make some some crabapple jelly, and this year we just got a huge crop, as we did with apples, and so we made at least three dozen, maybe 4 dozen batches of absolutely delicious crabapple jelly. It's kind of a long process, but it's just lots of fun to do. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of things around here, because there's not much going on outside or inside, garden-wise, in the month of November. I'm sorry, Jesse, I'm just trying to show off your scarfie here to the people, because they want to know that you're dressed appropriately as well. And whatever you're eating, don't eat it. So, I think that's going to do it. If we've been cooking up a lot of squash, a lot of pumpkin, and Benina's just been working wonders in the kitchen with all kinds of things, soups and sauces and good stuff, and helping with the crabapple jelly and everything. Got a bumper crop of apples again. I don't know if I showed you that last time. But otherwise, we are winding down out here, other than a pretty good-looking fall garden. The best one I've had in a long time, anyway. And some of them are definitely producing. Some of them it remains to be seen. But no matter what, it's looking pretty good. So, I'm going to take this opportunity to say that we are done for November, and only one more month to go in Marvin Gardens 2015 anyway. Planning on having a garden again next year, planning on doing these videos too. But that's going to do it for November Marvin Gardens 2015, and we are headed down to Tampa for what promises to be a lovely Thanksgiving Day holiday, and even the pups are going, so that's going to be fun. And so I will wish you a very happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, and if you don't celebrate it, I'll wish it to you anyway. Again, that's going to do it. Marvin Gardens, November 2015. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in the magic month of December next time. Bye, y'all.